Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Cat's Cottage. Got me a hot cup of coffee this morning. I hope everybody's well. Uh, we just have some average weather here, winter weather. Um, and I hope that everybody is okay with their weather. I mean, I don't consider the fires in California weather, but uh, it's interesting about those fires. Um, President Trump said a little something when he was talking to the reporters when he got off the plane. And I'm gonna go back and look at that little film again. He's talking to to them and they about the fire, and he said something in particular. Uh, I got to figure out what he said. I think he knows something about those fires. Of course, he always looks like he knows something, doesn't he? But oh yeah, when I saw that, and he went to the little conference there talking to those wackos. I wanted him to fuss at him more, but he was truly nice to everybody. Truly nice to everybody. Oh, and I think he gave those people in North Carolina and California, gave them hope, you know. And people don't need a lot to get going, you know. They don't need a lot. Uh, they said something about giving them 43,000. Uh, that's a lot to start a house. I mean, it's not enough to start a house, but that's a lot. And I imagine they just don't hand you the money and you go, you might run off with it, you know. But anyway, I keep up with all the news and everything. I don't always talk about it, but I do keep up with it. Anyway, it's all going to be okay. It's all going to work out. We've had one thing or another. We just don't want to destroy our country altogether. You know, we might destroy it a little bit, but not altogether. Um, so long as we keep that in mind, and that America is special, and we can come along, uh, keep up with it. And but anyway, I'm gonna light my candle this morning, and I have heard that it's not good to burn these candles and all that stuff, but we go through one thing or another that's bad for us, don't we? We come up with something that's bad for us. But and this one is a cake, apple spice. And I like a spice cake. Uh, I don't have one very often, but I like it. And this one's got the 3 on there, so it'll be around about a week. I'll put this, I know I got y'all angled off my table, but I'll put that lid on there. And I'm trying to think about some things that y'all have asked me that I could answer. And what comes to mind maybe is, I don't know, my house was built in 64. Um, it's had a couple of people living in it um, before my husband bought it, maybe about 2 different people. There was a man that came back one time to look at the house, and he asked if that fairy rose out of the left of the house, he could could be left. And well, I mean, it was there, and he said that was my wife planted that, and she liked flowers like you, and she's gone now, and I'm living in a retirement home. He's probably gone now. By now, that was about 20 years ago. But anyway, he had given the house to his relatives, and one of them lived in it, and they about tore it up inside. I mean, they had dogs all inside, and they clawed the floors and the wood and on the walls, doorways. They chewed, people lock their dogs in the bathroom, and they chewed the doors off, and it had all that. My husband bought it, and I guess about 68, maybe, or 9. And he did some repair. But when I moved in 95, it still had all that dog mess, showing. And his wife, the one that's passed, she had a couple of dogs, so too. And they probably had done some of that damage. But anyway, I worked for many years sanding, puttying, to get that out of the woodwork. And, but yeah, it was built in 64. I wouldn't have minded one bit if it was older than that. I love old houses. But I'm not big into the 60s. I mean, that was my time, but I'm not big in the 60s stuff. Uh, Now, they did make good furniture in the 60s. They made furniture solid as a rock. Um, I know some of y'all have run across some of that or have some of that. I think I've got a small cabinet sitting over here on this side, and then I've got that shelf unit I put in the back room, the bedroom. That's a 60s, 70s style of furniture. But most of this is just junk, just eclectic stuff. This thing behind me, um, when I had everything antique before I sold it all out, that was part of it. And I put this in the garage, and I left it in there, and I stored stuff in it. So as about a year ago, I brought it back in here, and it may leave soon too. But anyway, it's in here, and it's packed with electrical machines. All the machines that as you get older, you don't really use them. And all my people I talk to, I ask them, do they have a so and so, or do they have a so and so, and they all have one. So I thought, well, somebody sometime might want a dry fryer or a blender or something in there. But anyway, that's what that's full of. It used to be full of tablecloths, napkins, and things. I mean, I used to have that room over there, had a big dining room in there, and had all the parts and everything you could think of. It was super sharp. But it's not there anymore. And I think now on tablecloths I use is these little plastic ones. Might use a cloth one once in a while, but these little plastic ones that you can get at the dollar store. And I just kind of put these on this table. But everything changes. We all change. Things change. And someday you'll get older and you'll think, oh my goodness, I'm just like that lady. That lady, a crazy lady. She had all that stuff. Oh my gosh. It's okay. We all do it. And when we're young, we're all, you know, looking down on old people. We all do it. So, it's okay as long as you don't beat me up too bad, you know. Let me drink some coffee. My husband saw me talking to myself just now, so he went downstairs. I said, that's all I have to do is stand up here and I'll start talking to myself, and he'll go away. He'll go downstairs. I got him trained. Oh well. Yeah, y'all. I'll show you what I got on here. I get to watching it and I can't stop. What is this? This a? When I first started watching it, the people walk really funny. It's all fake stuff. It's all generated, and but it's so detailed, and so. I mean, the fauna around. If that's done by artists, AI, whatever it is, it's just so nice and it's improved. And you look at the where it's gaming something. And I mean, is that a game that you buy into? I'm not sure what it is. I don't want to, I never want to pay for anything more than I am. And I can't see myself making a game. Although my husband, oh, he just loves that stuff that comes on where you find the differences on each page, each side, find the differences. And he loves that stuff. I don't know. Um, I turn it on a lot when he's up here, and I'll switch it to that, and or switch it back to something else we're watching. Then in another moment, I'll switch it to one of those and play through it. Uh, but anyway, I don't know where I'm going with this talk. But on this thing, I can see some of those people walking around and stuff, and I see people. There's my sister's on there. My sister had a special walk. Nobody walked like her, and it's like her. You may have seen somebody like that. Their hips are moving, and then the rest of the body comes with it. That was my sister. And uh, if you ever watched her dance, you know, uh, at one point when I was still single, I moved in next door to her. It was two condos together, so I got the condo next door. I mean, that worked out fine. Uh, I didn't bother her; she didn't bother me. But we started going out partying, and she didn't say, well, I don't know how to dance. So, um, anyway, her son, which was in high school, said, Mama, it's just like having sex. You dance like you're having sex. And I'm listening to this and I'm thinking, oh no, don't tell her that. And uh, anyway, sure enough, her and her husband, he was always there. He was a Green Beret in the service. I was just crazy about the man. He was so nice to me. I was a little girl when he came to the family. So he was nice. He wasn't like my brothers that were mean and hateful. He was a nice man. Anyway, it was the three of us all the time. And y'all just imagine having sex on the dance floor, standing up. I thought, I'd either dance or I was sitting at the table watching them. And I didn't know what to do. She'd come back from the restroom and she said, oh, all these guys are hitting up on me from the restroom. I said, really? she, to this day, I don't know don't know what to make of it. Oh gosh. But, she did whatever her son said. If he said crawl on the floor was dancing, she'd have done that. Anyway, she's gone. I miss her, but she was sure hard to get along with. Mm. Oh, but let's see. I'll tell you what I have done. I've been doing those dust sheets. I'm getting slower and slower. I used to do them all in one day. It took me 2 days, and then yesterday, I noticed I didn't replace them in the bathroom. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I done put up my ladder and everything. I said, oh my gosh, no. So I do have to get the ladder, which is right here on the balcony, not far. And it's going to bother me to death if I don't replace them dust sheets flopping there with all that dust on them. So I've got to do those two on the inside of the bathroom and then that outer side part. But yeah, and I did buy some fine looking strings of leaves, if y'all remember. And while I got the ladder in here, I'm gonna put those up. Uh, I bought them, so I'm gonna put them up. Might not like them. I can always take them down, but I did buy them. And, but anyway, I guess we all do that. And that's all what I've been doing. Oh, I did cook some cabbage with sausage yesterday. Uh, and that was pretty good. Pretty good. Um, but anyway, uh, I guess I'll let y'all go. Y'all do some commenting and ask me some things you want to know. I've had 3 children. I've got 5 grandchildren of my own, and my husband has 5. Um, but that's all I can think of. Um, that you might want to be curious about me. Um, did I paint those pictures? Yeah, that was the question. Yes, I did. I painted all those pictures, and I've painted a load more that I don't have up or showing, and I've given tons away. But anyway, that's about all the questions I can think of that y'all have asked me. Um, and no, I'm not wasting hot water. Knock that off. If I put my dishes in the dishwasher, which I have a dishwasher, it's right there by my coffee cart. If I had a dishwasher, it would use more water and it would use more hot water. So get over yourself. Try to get over that. I told you I did that when I was young, and as you get older, you realize all that worry about those things are just a big waste. And don't worry about your well. If your well goes out, dig another one. Life goes on. You'll figure it out. Just don't worry about things. You know, you look back on it and you think, well, why did I worry about that? Why did I take bathtub water and flush my toilet? Why did I do that? Because I'm a wacko. You know, when you're young, you think of all those things. I'm a recycler. I don't throw anything away. Blah, blah, blah. Don't worry about all that stuff. Don't worry about it. Just live and be happy. That's all. So I'm going to say farewell, everybody, and y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye bye.